XRP holders, got a video for you guys. We're going to be talking about some updates, some bullish updates on XRP Ripple. Also got to talk to you about the Federal Reserve. The FOMC meeting is coming in hot. What does that mean for XRP? We're going to talk about that. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop into it. All right, so first things first, I want to start off with the price of XRP right now. And XRP is sitting at a decent level here. We're just floating at about $2.07. If you are looking for long-term positions, anything below this $2.07, I think is a buy, even around this area. I'm not a financial advisor. That is not financial advice, but I put my money where my mouth is, and I've been looking for long positions anytime we dip below this level. I really do think that based on what's cooking up in the overarching macroeconomics of the world, and specifically with Bitcoin in the 4-year cycle, we should be expecting some price moves relatively soon here for XRP. So let's talk about some interesting news. So Swift, all right, massive payment processing connected with crypto company, all right? They're basically integrating crypto into payment processing, okay? Breaking, Swift has officially announced it will fully integrate ISO 2022 by November 2025, okay? Really 222, excuse me. The new global financial system kicks off this year, and XRP is ready to lead the way, guys, okay? That's big news. You know, it seems that every which way I look, there's more and more bullish news, not only coming out for crypto, and really, like, Bitcoin has been absolutely humongous this past year and in 2024 into 2025. The price action maybe not so much, but guys, be patient. You got to wait for this 4-year cycle to play out. It's not over until the fat lady sings. But more importantly, I've been seeing this XRP news just being bullish and bullish and bullish, left and right, article, bullish article after bullish article. The CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, talking with he was at the White House. He's part of the crypto roundtable, okay? Like it's tough not to be bullish in XRP. You're seeing XRP being integrated with all the Japanese banks. That's a big freaking deal, guys. It's a lot going on right now, but really we're kind of just, the way that I like to view it as is that crypto is like a basketball right now, getting held underwater by basically the overarching macroeconomics of the world. They're quite negative since all the tariffs, and really the FOMC, the Fed, has been, all the recent FOMC meetings have all just been quite negative, and we've just been not cutting rates. So we're going to talk about that because that time is coming in hot here, guys. So let's look at the Fed watch. We're 13 hours and 46 minutes away from the FOMC meeting to go get the data by the time I'm recording this video. But guys, I want you to take a look at this, right? There's a 3.1% chance or probability that we will see a cut, okay, for May 7th, okay? So 96.9% is we're going to stay where we're at. And I know that upsets a lot of people because these higher rates, it's really tough for the environment. It's really tough for risk-on assets, aka Ripple, XRP, crypto. It's very tough. Basically the way that I like to explain it to people that don't understand is the higher the interest rates, the less free the money is, okay? Like that's the best way for me to put it in layman's terms. The more expensive it is to borrow from banks, credit cards, because, you know, it gets put on the credit card companies, on the banks, but really who gets really eaten up by it is the consumer, aka you and I, all right? So just keep that in mind. And as the interest rates come down, money becomes more available and spending goes up, aka there's more free money floating around to have people buying XRP and buying risk-on assets, not being so worried about how am I going to afford X, Y, and Z, okay? I do want to show this little chart. So on crypto Twitter, you can follow me at 3 Black Sea. I say, breaking, the Fed expects 4 rate cuts in 2025, bullish for Bitcoin and crypto. So even though I don't want to say definitely not going to see a rate cut. I mean, if we see a rate cut, that would be huge. It would be unexpected tomorrow. But regardless, in 2025, okay, the Fed is expecting 4 rate cuts, all right? So maybe they're going to just backload it to the end of 2025. I don't know why. They should have been cutting, in my opinion, for a while now. I think that it's been really, really pushing the overall economy. It's been very negative for the average Joe, okay? I see what it's like out there. It's pretty tough out there right now. I think they need to have been cutting, but I think that they're really just, I don't know. I think that they're just waiting to the last minute because, guys, the Fed is not forward looking. They are basically, every time they cut a rate, you don't feel that until a year later, okay? So keep that in mind. So if they don't cut until the end of 2025 and they just cut, 4 cuts, you shouldn't expect to see major relief until about a year later. Sure, you'll get some initial relief because sideline money will say, okay, it's a good time to get in now. But for the full effects of it to reach the entire economy, I'm talking about like groceries and everyday products, for it to come down in price, it takes time. It takes time. And honestly, it does, even if the rates do get cut, it doesn't mean that the everyday goods will go down in price. It should, but it doesn't mean that it will go down in price, okay, guys? But I just want to throw that hopium out there because as we see these rate cuts, I do expect to see Ripple, it's a risk-on asset, start to perform better and better here. XRP is going to the moon in a risk-on asset favorable environment, all right, guys? It's a very strong coin. We're sitting at rank 4 right now, down about 4.14% in the past 7 days. We're getting a little bit of a bid here. Bitcoin is trying to pump. Like, we saw a 98,000 Bitcoin, I think 97K actually. We'll take a look at that shortly in the past couple hours here. So we're seeing a little bit of a pump. It's nice to see that. It's been kind of quiet for the past few weeks. Sitting at a basically $126 billion market cap, $2.15 for XRP. And we're sitting at $96,675 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, 64.26%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're at 66.25%. All-time highs. Crazy stuff. Would not have guessed that we would be here right now for Bitcoin dominance. But guys, Bitcoin dominance is hand-on-hand with not being in a risk-on asset favorable environment. It's as simple as that. The more free money is, the more you're going to see Bitcoin dominance fall. Simple as that. But guys, if you do want to take advantage of this volatility, because I do think it's going to be coming. I think it's going to be coming in hot towards the end of this year, 2025. Usually the summer is kind of dull and boring for crypto, but guys, it will heat up. If you do want to take advantage of it, check out in the description box below or pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign-in bonus to Blowfin, as well as if you deposit $100 using this link down below, you get $10 for free of XRP. So take advantage of that XRP, guys. Get as much of that XRP as you can, especially if you're trying to hold this for the long term. It's probably a good time to be getting in when we're just chopping around here and show the amount of strength we've seen with XRP during these drawdowns. Like I've just been blown away with the strength of XRP because I'll be honest with you guys, like back in 2017, I made some money on XRP, but the second the SEC went after them, I said, whoa, I need to step back and take profit because I was worried that it's like a black mark. And I was like, all right, well, they're trying to make an example out of the SEC and the government's trying to make an example out of XRP. And they were, but they failed, guys. They did fail. But regardless, what I'm trying to say is like the amount that we've held up, the strength we've seen, like only being down 35% during this drawdown is wild. It is crazy to see that compared to Ethereum, Ethereum is down like, I'm curious. What is Ethereum down? I haven't even looked at Ethereum lately because it's just a disgusting chart, honestly. It's sad what's happened with Ethereum. But if you're to measure from the top to where we are right now, guys, you're talking 55% drawdown on Ethereum versus XRP's 34% drawdown. That's absolutely insane. I do want to also say that where Bitcoin's at right now, it is posturing for further relief to the upside. And like I said, usually like June, July is pretty, I don't want to say bearish, but lackluster for Bitcoin. Usually have sideways price action. But guys, I am still believing in the 4-year cycle. I'm not going to say it's over until the fat lady sings. And I do think that based on this posturing right here, there's a higher likelihood that we end up making our way higher than this being a lower high, okay? Really do want to clear this level here about like 100,000. If we close above 100K, treat that like something like that. Say, hey guys, like look above because we should be looking at 110, 120, maybe $150,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025. I'm very curious to see where this plays out, but guys, I'm bullish. I am not saying this bull market is over and saying the 4-year cycle is dead until the fat lady sings, guys. We got some time. If you like this type of content, guys, and you're bullish on XRP, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, hit that bell, follow me at 333blacksea on Twitter. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.